Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. It is a cold, snowy day here today, so I don't really have much to do because I really don't want to go out driving right now and get into another accident. But that's what today's video is going to be about. I'm going to do a story time. It's supposed to stop snowing eventually at some point, so I do want to go to the gym later, so I might just do my makeup for that, but the gym might close early knowing how they are. So we'll see. I might just be doing my makeup to look cute for you guys, but nothing wrong with that. If you want to hear this car accident story time, it's honestly not like, it could have been so much worse. I had filmed in my car probably talking for like a good 10 minutes, but I don't remember how much I included in my get ready with me from the other day, mainly because I didn't want to turn the light on in my car and then have like them see me talking to myself filming, but talking in the dark was kind of bothering me to watch when I was editing, so I cut out a lot of it. And yeah, so we're gonna get into this, but I'm fine, my car is okay, and it could have been so much worse. And honestly, like that dash cam footage that I included and just living it and experiencing that, it felt and sounded so much worse than what it was like, so I'm so thankful for that. This was my first car accident. There are times when I'm driving and or just when I see car accidents and stuff, I've thought to myself, wow, like I've had my car for almost 3 years and I've never been in a car accident yet. The other day too, I swear I'm not even making this up, I had seen a couple, probably like a good month or so ago, there was this one girl, y'all know I be on TikTok watching everybody. There is this one girl, I have a dash cam in my car obviously, but she has one that like faces her when she's driving, and I know a lot of parents I think have these too, and I don't know if she's a parent, but whatever. And I can see kind of like the reason, especially for her, why this was good, because in her situation she was in a hit and run, so like the camera caught the guy. But I thought to myself after seeing that, like I don't really know if I would ever get a camera that faces me, because I don't know how well that would actually capture the person behind me. And I swear to you, I thought about that girl the other day, like hours before I had gotten hit, because I wanted to make sure that my dash cam was plugged in, because I was driving about an hour away from where I live to go on this date. So anytime, even going down the road like 5 minutes, I always like to have dash cam plugged in, because you just never know. And also too, if you don't drive, or if you're learning how to drive, or if you do drive, you can't even focus on your own driving, because you have to worry about literally other people on the road. That is like the biggest thing when it comes to driving, is as long as you can drive, it's everyone else out there that's driving. There's this one turn, like when I go to the gym, that it's honestly a blind spot going, or it's a curve in the road like a couple times, and I've almost gotten hit head on so many times. I've just been lucky that one, I was paying attention and I like was able to kind of move over, and two, I've pretty much gotten to the point now where I'm just like over the white line, almost driving in the woods, because I don't know who's gonna come around that turn fast and not see me. People just don't think when they drive, is what the moral of the story is I'm happy I have the dash cam, and thankfully this wasn't a hit and run, like everyone was stopped. I left early. I said in the video in my get ready that I wanted to leave early, and I might have stopped at a store or two before my date. I was heading back to stop at one more store, and I had texted the guy to see, because he had told me about making reservations and had said it was going to be at 7 the day before that. So I just wanted to make sure that we were still on for that time, because it was like almost a little bit after 6. So then he tells me the reservations for 7:15. So then all I did was like the message, and then like I think I was like driving or shopping around or whatever. And then he texted me again and said, no, this was not a texting and driving situation, girl. I know better than that. And I wasn't even at fault, so don't even try it. So then he had told me that it was actually 7:45, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little annoyed, because I had like over an hour to kill, and I'm like, I'm 10 minutes away from this place, and he doesn't know this, and I hope he never finds out about that. I mean, he knew that I had gotten into the accident like in the area, but yeah, I didn't really tell him that I was kind of like out shopping. I had time before the date, so I didn't know what else to do. Or I wanted to go shopping before the date, whatever. You know what frustrates me is if you gotten into an accident, it's like you think to yourself, if I had been a minute later, if I hadn't left early to go shopping. Yeah, I was kind of annoyed, because I'm like, I have so much time right now and I don't know what to do. We were going to the casino. I mean, we could have gambled before, but I had left and I was heading to Marshall's. Now on this road, there are like a lot of stoplights kind of, but where we were pulling up wasn't a stoplight yet, and I had even seen them on my way down to another store. I passed these people. It was like the constable, maybe two of them, I don't know. I don't even know what they were doing, but it was so dark out, and at first when I had seen them driving past them, could see like some flashing lights, and I thought it was like a cop at first, but it was just like the little lightsaber things that they're holding, you know, kind of to alert you that they're there. And I had thought to myself too, damn, it's so dark out, you can barely see them. Like, didn't think anything of it, whatever. I drove past them, and then of course coming back, they're still there. Not that I'm sticking up for this guy that ultimately caused the accident. He was just going too fast, and I mean, I'm not from the area, but maybe he was. Maybe he just knew that there's a stoplight up there. But either way, you can see people's brake lights on and that like no one is moving. For some reason, I mean, I'm usually good with this, and this is a tip for y'all again, if you know you're new to driving or whatever. Always leave space in front of you. My mom always told me this, and you know, even though a lot of time I don't want to listen to my mom, I have to say she was definitely right about this, because thankfully in this situation, you might think because you're stopped, you're not gonna get hit, or you're not gonna hit someone in front of you. But just the smallest amount of space made the most difference for me, because I wind up not hitting the person in front of me. And I definitely would have, because I mean, when you get hit from behind, you're gonna go forward. Thankfully, I don't know. Even after getting hit, I still had space. I mean, I had my foot on the brake. It wasn't like I was moving, thankfully. I think if I had been moving even 1 mile per hour, I probably would have hit the car. Because my car was like almost in park, I think it was kind of just like a jump forward, and like his wheels just kind of stayed. And that's why I mentioned having too much time, because getting into this, there was the time that I had free basically. So I'm honestly like in shock that I just got rear-ended. Literally in the dash cam, you can hear me, my response. I'm definitely a calm and chill person. I mean, I can be a little crazy, but like in most situations, I'm kind of chill, like whatever. And I feel like you can probably notice that by my videos at this point, that I don't know, I'm kind of just very mellow. So my response to getting hit was, oh my God. I pull over to the shoulder, and the constables, like I said, that were doing the road work, I don't know if they saw it, but they definitely heard it, and the one came walking over. So I'm looking in my driver's side mirror to see like, what is this car doing? And also to make sure, I mean, not that I'm gonna chase them down in a hit and run, but so they're kind of just like parked in the road. And at the time, thinking about the situation now, I mean, even though it wasn't my fault, I felt kind of bad, because I didn't even think this person could have been seriously hurt. But I get out of my car and kind of yelling to the person, like, what are you doing? And I'm like getting mad because they're literally parked in the road. Again, they could have been hurt. But I can see that this girl, she has her hand over her mouth, and she's on the phone with somebody. Everything just happened so fast. You're not really thinking, girl, unless you're literally calling 911, get off the phone. I'm sure she was probably calling her mom, her parents, or whoever. The constable comes walking over and asks if I'm okay, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. This is when I'm starting to realize, oh my God, that it's the person behind her that caused this. I'm thinking it was just me and this girl, but really, I was gonna say she got the worst of it, but actually the kid that caused the accident, his car they might total it, because the airbags went out and he had to get towed. They had to push him out of the road. Now in that situation, that made sense that he was parked in the road, because he literally couldn't move. But yeah, it was a young kid. He's probably still in high school. I don't know if he necessarily said like he just wasn't paying attention or what he had said, but like he knew that he just obviously was going too fast. And I remember I had Googled one time, like, what do you do in a car accident? So thankfully in this situation, the constable, and also because I think there was like multiple people involved, and because the guy's car had to get towed, he wound up calling the cops. So the cops came, and super nice guy, and he took all our information. And thankfully with this, I don't really know if it's thankful, but like, because the cops were involved, they obviously do a police report. So when you go for insurance and stuff, basically he gave me and the other people this postcard that it has the date of the accident, which was January 20th. It was at 6:16. Why he got to put it in military time. I think this, just from my memory, it was around 6, so I'm gonna say it was 6:16. And then there's what's called an incident number, and then that's what your insurance will use to like pull up the police report and everything. And then there was the officer. The officer was kind of cute, but that's not the point. Yeah, so that will pull up like all the information about the report, and he said you can go and actually get the report for yourself, but it costs $25. I don't really need it that bad. I have my memory, I have my dash cam footage, I'm good. I don't need to read it. And honestly too, for me, I got the least amount of damage. If you saw my car, and I didn't want to talk about this in the video, and I really didn't want to say anything the other two cars of people there, I don't really think my car is like damaged. For insurance purposes, I'm like, I don't want to say that, and then if I go and I'm having them have to pay for something, or I don't really know how that works, honestly, but I didn't want them to try to say, well, she said her car was fine and now there's a problem with it. So the cop just had me wait in my car while he did everything. The tow truck came for the other kid, and that was pretty much it. I did make it to my date. My date went pretty good, I think, for the most part. But yeah, I mean, Maui just has a little scuff on the back of him. I'm just so thankful, and obviously I'm lucky that I'm okay too. But yeah, that was the story time of my first car accident, guys. It was interesting. I will see you next time. Bye.